Long text, so here we go. Be me. Living with baby cause I made her come to the country where I'm living. We used to know each other but nothing much happened when we originally met. She had a crush on me back then when we met but was too shy to make any move and I was oblivious. Years later she told me and hence we simply go fuck it, let's be together. Now, over a year has happened. First 6 months have been great. We moved to a bigger apartment and are sharing it with a roomie. Sometimes I get impulsive jealous but that's on me. We had an incident on October, where my phone died and she had a last-minute work party. I couldn't get a hold of her until the next morning. The party was at the work so she spent the night there. At first tried to call her on Normie Book but it didn't work. During the night I was just having mixed feelings, rage and anxiety, and although everything was alright and the next morning I was on edge. We started to have more discussions frequently, since then and everything has been souring. We're having sex once a month at best. I know as a fact that her work is stressful since she's basically working retail on a small business and people here are shit. She constantly has told me everything is shit in this country, don't blame her. The idea was to move to a better country on the mid to long term, together. We've been having ups and downs but everything was somewhat fine even on Christmas Eve, except of her having a breakdown because her family didn't even tell her Merry Christmas. I try to be as supportive as I can, try to cheer her up both on situations where work gets on her nerves or this situation on Christmas, but she rarely appreciates it in general, usually shrugs it off or at best follows along. Last night we have a dumb discussion over ice on dinner. I propose her to cool her cup while we eat on the freezer. She yells at me to not do that. I ask her to trust me. She blurts back that she's trusted me before, on an issue and X happened. I blurt back the same. She blurts back that she trusted me into coming to this country of shit. I told her she's free to go. Dinner ruined for both and we just go to sleep afterwards. Before actually going to sleep, I tell her that I meant that she's free, but at the same time I want her to stay with me. Today goes by normally. By the time she comes home, I brought dinner in a takeaway. She doesn't want me to touch her at first. I ask her if she's mad about last night and she just says that everything was clear, that she'll leave next year. I told her she misunderstood me, since I meant that she's actually free, but I wanted her to stay. She just asks me to stop the conversation. I've been trying to tell her that I don't want her to go, but she just says that she doesn't want to talk about it now. Although I know I can go on without her, I can live with that like other exes. I don't actually want her. I just want her to stay with me because she wants to. Is there any chance to reverse all this damage? Half. Be me. Girls I liked never liked me back during childhood. Fast forward to high school and met this girl D. She was the only girl who liked me back then, so I couldn't say no because I have self-confidence the size of a pebble. We became a thing. She was with someone before and broke up with him after a few months meeting me. It was fun being with her, though I felt annoyed sometimes because I'm very insecure about myself. 1 year later and this one transfer girl came into our class and suddenly felt attracted to her too. 2 of my friends were also attracted to her, the transfer girl, both which were my best friends. I kind of had doubts in our relationship, me and D, and broke up with her because I felt like I cheated on her. Said I'll be back for her someday and wanted to be friends with her. Never tried to pursue the transfer girl because of my best friends. Never saw the transfer girl after that school year and eventually stopped thinking about her. Fast forward 5 years and I'm still single. Still awkward every time I meet with D and eventually stopped talking to her. Girls who approached me were not my type and I rejected them all. Graduate high school and attend college. Still single. Some girls approached me and rejected them all because I thought they were just fucking with me. Heard about D having a new boyfriend. Felt somewhat lonely and sad. She went to my place one day drunk with my friend and said she broke up with her boyfriend and suddenly kissed me. Told myself that this is my chance to get back with her. Gradually became close with each other again. Have fun with her and told myself that I will confess my love for her. Went to her house and said that I love her very much. She said she needed some time to think it over. Went home crying because she isn't sure with me and I took it as a rejection. Still kept talking to her. Me. New Year's Eve morning gym with wife. See cat stranded on the building's stairs. Pic related. Must be lost, it has a leash, certainly belongs to one of the neighbors. Wife thinks it belongs to a no-net, we barely know her but wife has made buddiness with her before. Gym goes as usual. Get back, cat is still in the same place, lost. It must belong to a non-net, she lives on this floor for sure. Check out floor, there's a door open. Maybe it's hers? I go check. A no-net is passed out drunk in her bed, completely naked, completely visible from the entry door. She's hot, naked ass in full display. Cat devices, food, scratcher and whatnot. We can only guess a no-net came home drunk last night, forgot to feed the cat opened the door and escaped. I stay in the corridor while wife wakes no-net up, she's mad drunk but indeed the cat is hers. We put cat inside, close door. Wife told her to lock door from inside but I think she's too drunk to accomplish that. This all happened 30 minutes ago. Wife is now jealous that I saw a no-net naked ass. She isn't even giving me a hard time over this, so I'm not complaining. It's just that the whole situation was so bizarre it warranted a post. The cat is pretty and very fat. Me, straight guy. Can't get over how hot my Asian male friend is getting. Dude started out a total runt, I was assigned to help him out in our program. He started out so weak, that I had to carry him through pay alone. He started gaining muscles really fast, outperforming everyone. He filled out his pants, to the point that his ass couldn't fit in his pants anymore. He caught me staring and now flaunts it, talks about his ass to me. He just has effortless improvement. Had to take classes with him, help him out. Studied with him but he didn't even bother, just flirted with me. The guy effortlessly passes his classes with higher grades. He still worships me, even though I can't understand why. Every ounce of this man is becoming raw sex appeal. I can't look away and his body is hypnotizing me non-stop. I can't him and his gorgeous body out of my head. He keeps improving and has already easily surpassed me. I really am having trouble dealing with my sexuality here. Me. 19. Fucking around like a stupid dog. Hook up with one girl, it then blooms into a relationship. 6 months. Monkey branches to new dude cause I declined to open the relationship up. Attempt to convince her I'm the better pick, didn't work. I decide to block her on everything. 4 years later, moved on but received a text from her 3 days ago. She wants to call, I make her wait and then we call. 3-hour phone call, she apologized for how she treated me and how it went down. Admitted she constantly thought about me when with new dude for 3 years. Admitted I was the best sex she's ever had and was frustrated that I was the only one to satisfy her. Admits to be physically infatuated with me and I've only gotten hotter to her. Wants to see me really bad. 3 things to note, she struggles with PTSD, insecure, poor self-esteem. I was entirely nonchalant the whole phone call, never even mentioning getting back together, but she threw out she wasn't looking for a relationship, which I think is her defense mechanism to preemptively wall me if I were to reject her. There's more signs of her telling on herself but I'll keep it as described. What should I do, friends? I kinda wanna see her to see if she's changed or not. Have you had a good experience under similar circumstances? Haha. Another relationship thread. My support network lacks emotional intelligence, so /adverb/ all I got senpai. I am not desperate, however it's been a lil. I have good stats. What should I do? Me, M20. Been in relationship before, not a virgin. Not super attractive guy, but decent looking, don't get a lot of attention from 10s. Start talking to 10/10 who finds me attractive somehow. MFW she has 10 bodies before me. MFW I have one and it was from aforementioned relationship. MFW, and she has a lot going for her and my family knows her, so I don't want to mess it up but can't help but think about past. MFW overthinking has me like pick related. What do I do? /said no career advice posts. Be me. Early 20s. Controls engineer. Make big money in small town. Have wife but no kids, yet. Job is boring as fuck. I chose to do engineering in college because I thought it'd make me good money and be fun. It just makes good money. The job is super below my abilities, and I have looked into other positions and talked with friends. Switching to another engineering position would likely produce the same feeling I have now. Really, all my life I've wanted to do research, but the fact that I like money and want to have kids has kept me from going. Basically, I want to work on really thought-provoking stuff, but I don't want to be paid nothing just to get a shot at becoming a professor. Having a PhD and being a tenured professor would be a dream, but I don't know much about how to make that work. I read an essay written by a Stanford Comp Sci PhD student that detailed his 7-year journey, if I remember correctly, and I talked to people involved in academia at school and on the internet and got a lot of mixed reviews. Basically, what I want to know is, what do I really need to break into academia? GPA, GRE scores, research experience, etc. How do I know what I want to research? How do I learn to read research? Where do I even get research experience as an engineer right now? A second job? Is there any way to make this work and not make me dirt fucking poor in the process? I've gotten some answers to these questions, but none that are comprehensive. I just need to talk to someone to get all the thoughts swimming around in my head sorted out. Be me. Set myself up for job hunting. They call me, I go for interviews. No callbacks. I keep applying for more jobs. Rinse and repeat for 6 months. Still broke. Thinking on working at Target for the meantime. Won't be able to go for interviews as often. There's got to be a better way of doing things. Job hunting like this feels incredibly inefficient, but if I set all of them for the weekends I feel I won't get any callbacks. I don't think any job would let me leave work in such a short notice only to come back again and again after I tell them I didn't get the job. Be me. Wanted to get GF to cherish. Say bad joke, get banned 30 days. Come back all it's a go, women are taken. It's over for me.